Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Malibu Pacific Church podcast here at Malibu Pacific Church. Hey, if you haven't listened to this past week's sermon yet, please press pause now and go listen to that sermon so this podcast makes a little more sense. But you know what? I'm feeling a little jolly, a little merry. It's Christmas, so just stick around, everybody. We're kicking off our very first Christmas podcast of the season, even though we're still talking about gratitude. So it's me, Joel, and we got...
Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. I'm Andy. Yeah, I think we're doing it all, right?
We are doing it all.
What do you do on Thanksgiving weekend? Because that's still kind of Thanksgiving, but it's starting Christmas. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, me personally.
What do you do?
Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
And then it's Black Friday, which is a national holiday. Cyber Saturday, right? Church Sunday. And then Monday is back at it. So we try and do as much Christmas as we possibly can. Do you have anything lined up for Christmas yet, Andy? You got anything fun?
No.
Okay.
We are recovering from Thanksgiving. We had our kids and grandkids. We were all together for about 3 days.
All fun.
So we are recovering.
Yes.
Having little ones and babies is really for the young. That's what Kelly and I discovered. I'm so glad we had kids when we were young because that's a lot of work. And
it is a lot of work.
A gift to our kids was that we babysat each one of them so they can go and have dinner or a massage or do whatever on their own. So we took care of the Greg kids.
Awesome.
So that we're recovering.
That's awesome. Yeah. So do you have a favorite yet? No, I'm just kidding.
All of them.
All of them. Oh, that's so sweet. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Hey, we are in session number 4 for gratitude, and we are wrapping up our gratitude series. And I think that this gratitude series was pretty phenomenal, to be really honest. There was really good stuff in there. Multiple speakers, which is really great. And on top of that, great interviewees and that's good. That was going on. And this past week, we got to hear from one of our mission partners, Urban Promise Los Angeles, which was really fun. This church helped launch that mission here in Los Angeles. So thank you, Malibu Pacific Church, for your generosity. If you're new to Malibu Pacific Church, hey, you can still have the credit. It's okay. You're part of the
that's
church.
Right. I should have said that.
Right? You still
all get credit. Everybody's confused. Like, we did? We launched?
Credit? Yeah.
What did we launch?
You launched
You
this.
launched, yeah. Urban Promise LA. What? We did? When? When did I do that?
We did it. Yeah, totally.
So you get credit for it.
Everybody gets credit, which is so fun. And so with this gratitude series and coming in with this week number 4, you started off with telling a story about the fleas.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Well, a little bit of history also of Thanksgiving. I started with that, actually, and Joel found an AI picture, so you got to check that out. He found actual footage, but 1621 was the first Thanksgiving. But I looked into it and did a little history research, and our country was founded on basically Thanksgiving.
Wow.
They were grateful. Yeah, so that was... the first year here, and the Mayflower landed, and half the people died, and the other half that survived, that next fall, they were grateful for all the blessings. Totally. So in spite of difficulty, they were still grateful. So anyway, then, you're right. I jumped into Corrie ten Boom.
Corrie ten Boom. So
yeah, that's right. Hiding Place is her book. A lot of young people probably don't remember her at all, but Billy Graham used her quite a bit in his crusades as she shared her story. Her book, The Hiding Place, I think was the #1 bestseller. Yeah. But we're going back 70s and 80s here, so we are going back a bit. But she was a well-known person for her story and her book and how she survived the Holocaust. Yeah.
I think the farther away we get from it, the less it's actually being talked about, which is kind of crazy to me because it is such an impactful, horrible thing. But I think there's no more survivors. I think they've all passed away.
Yeah, I think you're right. Don't quote me on it, but you're probably right. Like just about everybody. That's right.
So, because I remember that was really big with my upbringing was that we had like a Holocaust survivor come and speak at our school, all those things. And I was actually thinking about that on Sunday, where I'm like, man, my kids aren't gonna get to hear that at their school. So. Anywho.
But yeah, she was in a concentration camp in the story. If you weren't there, didn't hear about it. But look it up. She actually shares the story, and it's all over YouTube. And it's old VHS footage of, an old, what was the TV station?
PBS?
What is it?
PBS?
PBS, thank you.
That's
The PBS, the old Christian station.
Yeah, you go.
Are they still around? I don't know.
No, sorry. TBN.
TBN.
There we go. TBN. We got there.
That was it.
No, they're not. They were based in Orange County, and they shut down a while ago. Do you know the story behind TBN too?
No.
Started by a homeless man.
No.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on it. You got to watch it. It's pretty.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So the Christian station.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's she was there a few times and shared her story there. But long story short, she and her sister were put into a concentration camp. They were hiding, the hiding place. They were hiding Jews in their house. They get caught. Her father gets killed. And she and her sister, Betsy, then get taken to a concentration camp. And just horrific concentration camp, Germany, World War II.
Yeah.
So just imagine that. And her sister Betsy said, let's take 1 Thessalonians seriously and let's rejoice in the Lord always and in all circumstances, and they had fleas, and even for these fleas. And Corey Ten Boom, fleas, thank God for the fleas. Yeah, whatever situation we're in, we're going to be grateful for all things. Come to find out, the fleas is what was keeping the German Nazi guards out of their barracks and keeping them, in a sense, safe.
Yeah.
And they were able to have Bible studies, create community, and they were not bothered by the German guards because of the fleas. They didn't want to get the fleas.
So you got to
be grateful for the fleas. You never know what God's going to use. So be grateful in all things.
Absolutely. Wow, that's so good. And then you went into the loop, and I want to talk a little bit about the
gratitude loop. Yeah,
gratitude loop. All right. So this came from
John Ortberg. Go to, and we mentioned it last week or the week before. Go to a gratitude challenge. I think week 3. Don't quote me on that. One of the weeks, Joel can put it in the show notes of the gratitude challenge, and John Ortberg talks about the gratitude loop.
Okay.
And Benny, beneficiary, the one receiving. But the word Benny means good in Latin, and so it's a good gift. The good giver gives a good gift to the gift, but. The point is that if the person receiving the gift does not thank the one giving the gift, the giver of the gift experiences the lack of gratitude as ingratitude. Even though you and I receive a gift, we feel grateful, but if we don't thank the person who gave the gift, you're not closing the gratitude loop. They experience the gift they gave you as if you are being ungrateful. Or actually, they experience it as rejection.
Ooh. So everybody remember to say thank you to everybody around you.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It actually goes really far. It's something that I know my siblings, my sister mostly says, you say thank you to so many people, and it usually works out for your benefit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I just noticed that we're at Disneyland, to say, and there's a cast member there, and they're letting us through line, and I'm just like, hey, thank you so much, and they go, hey, do you want to cut the line?
Yeah,
kind of a deal, and I
works in your favor.
Wasn't even expecting that, and she's like, just being grateful like that, all of a sudden it cheers somebody else up, and people really feel that sense of gratitude as well. And I'm just honestly being sincere, of just like, I know you're at work right now. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for or at a restaurant, you're really thanking the server with the tip as well.
You're closing. They are giving you a gift that you perceive as what they're doing as a gift, and you're saying thank you, which is closing the gratitude loop. And when we do that, the benefactor then wants to give more gifts. So you just described it. Do you want to cut in line?
Yeah.
So when they experience a thank you, they actually want to keep the gratitude. We all, as human beings, want to keep the gratitude loop going. Let's do that again.
Yeah.
So you just I don't know if you're aware, but you just described.
There we go.
She noticed it, your sister.
Yeah.
You said, thank you. What? They closed the loop. I want to give more. So do you want to cut in line? Or, what else can I do?
Yeah.
Because I want to keep this gratitude loop going.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Check it out. And John has, I think, about 12. John Orberg. Gratitude Challenge, and they're 10-minute devotionals, and they're really good. Awesome. So I just challenge you to
go try it out.
Go try that out. Yeah, listen to John Orberg, and he does a better job explaining it, but it's really good. Yeah,
amazing. We did have a question about the gratitude series. This one is actually people just wanted to know more of your story, because that's actually been something that has been really awesome in this gratitude series too, is that there are times where you're preaching from scripture always, but you're more on the like history side of that. But I felt in the gratitude, you like took almost like a personal, like here's a little chapter of who I am, who working at a church and things like that. And so someone asked, what is something Pastor Andy's been really grateful for ever since coming to Malibu Pacific Church?
It's been really great. It's going to sound odd, but starting over, or I enjoy turning churches around. And so I have enjoyed the experience here of getting back into the trenches, and it's like planting a church almost. It's not. We have $40 million building and property.
Yeah.
It's not really fair to say that.
We're not really in a tent.
Yeah, we're not in a tent or a school.
I mean, we were for a season, but, when the place burned down.
But I have really enjoyed it's refreshing, the creativity. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. And so it's like I'm using my gifts. It's like asking, what are you enjoying about it? Or I have rediscovered what I have enjoyed all along, which is kind of I'm a good starter. I'm a good entrepreneur. I love the chance of doing things and creating things and doing things I've never done before. And also, there's just a freshness and a new beginning feel here at Malibu. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed that part. Are you asking for the job or also personally? Personally, it's been great being near our kids and grandkids, honestly.
That's awesome.
They all live in Orange County. And personally, we've enjoyed being close to them and not 9 hours away.
Yeah.
So that's on a personal level and a bit of a selfish level. But here at Malibu, I've enjoyed trying to think out of the box again and how to do ministry. I feel like I'm wired for this in a postmodern world, post-COVID world.
Yep.
When I came here, and Joel was here, everybody, COVID gave the Church of Jesus Christ in America a gift, maybe the world. Like everything had to stop.
Yep.
And so the Church of Jesus Christ in America got a blank slate and got to decide what to start or not restart.
Restart again.
So
totally.
That's what I meant by it felt like a new beginning. And I enjoy new beginnings. I enjoy starting things. Yeah. So that's what I've loved.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And it's right in my wheelhouse and gift mix. I found that I'm not a good pastor of 1,000 people. I got bored.
Oh, okay.
And so if we had a chart somewhere, this is Les McEwen with scaling and his book in scaling, but business people out there, you know all about the S curve. That there's the new beginning, the entrepreneur stage, there's the fast growth, and then there's the scaling part. Jeff Bezos figured out how to scale. That's his, I would say, with Amazon.
Yeah.
That's his niche. How many other people, Apple has figured out how to scale other companies, Microsoft, I don't know. Companies that are Walmart. They figured out how to scale at the top of the curve.
Yeah.
I enjoy the beginning and the growth piece.
Gotcha. Not the coming back down and I think in the
exactly. Well, right? Then there's the death. There's the decline and death.
Exactly. You have to rebirth to start again with the momentum and
exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So what happened here is that as an organization, well, what COVID did was it took every church back to a restart.
Yeah.
And that's actually what I love. And so it was a restart because of COVID, and it was a restart because the church was new. I mean, it was a new church for me to go to. So,
and you didn't have to cancel the sewing class that we
right
3 nights a week.
Just I didn't know about that.
No, we didn't have that. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oops, I didn't know about that one.
Just kidding.
Sorry about that.
Oh, man.
I feel bad now.
Yeah, that's where those 400 people went.
Yeah.
Sewing's gone.
So I love that. And what it did was we had somebody talk to our staff this morning, Melissa Guerrero, who worked at Ralph Lauren for 20 years. And she really brought in or talked about that culture also of a new product or new creativity and creating a culture, but yet creating new products out of that. And I enjoy that conversation.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think that because of the mission, vision, and strategy of this church, the way it aligns now to a church for everybody and every story, I mean, that is a pretty big, cast of a net, if you will, that lets you, it really opens the doors to saying yes to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But also it gives you some opportunity to say no to some things too, which is really awesome.
We spend most of our time saying no around here. A lot of people have a lot of ideas, but we spend half our time saying no because we're trying to do, in a sense, it was a term 20 years ago, but simple church, it actually is difficult.
Very.
And what Joel is saying is really good. I find that churches do well in one area or another in something. They're great at worship, or they're great at the liturgy, or they're great at affinity, or they're good at church planting. They're good at, going really deep in a sense. I hate using that term. I feel like we go deep as well, but we're reaching the neighborhood. We're inviting them to come on a Sunday morning. We're encouraging them to take a step. We're inviting them for discipleship, baptism, discipleship, growth, and then deepening their growth in their walk with Christ. So just don't be fooled by our church, those of you who are listening right now. That depth does happen. It's probably not where you're seeing it if you're not in a small group or being mentored by somebody else. So I love Andy Stanley's term. We are deep and we are wide. We're both and. It's not an either or.
Yes.
And so I love our model, but it's difficult just to do those 4 things and just do those 4 things because you're right. If you start adding to what we're doing, it's hard to explain that to people because this is it's simple, but it's a very complicated, detailed, intensive 4 major environments and a lot of steps between the environments, and to do those things and helping people take those steps. It would be easier to have just church on Sunday and we're all about just having 2-hour worship service. Totally. And we all go home.
And we go home. That's it. Lock the doors.
You are right. That would be a lot easier. And we have 10,000 people. Everybody shows up on a weekend. And we had a 2-hour worship and everybody felt fuzzy and went home.
Yeah.
I agree that if I spend all week on a 2-hour service and have everybody just show up to that, that's simpler. It's easier.
Yeah.
But we're for Malibu. We're helping businesses. We're in the community. We're
working with all ages and stages.
And working with all ages and stages as well. Oh, it gets more complicated. That's good.
Right?
Then the same model is also happening, overlay that with children.
Yeah.
And then students.
Yeah.
And then adults.
Yeah.
With all of these steps.
Yeah.
So I love what we're doing here. The growth is slower. Spiritual growth is slower, and growing a church is slower because you're taking somebody who is far away from God, a prodigal child, spending 2, 3, 4 years building trust. They show up on a Sunday morning, spend 2, 3 years in the Sunday morning weekend experience in the back row, kind of sitting, I don't know if I believe all this stuff, but their kids are loving it, so they keep showing up. And then they go to sunset dinner. They start volunteering.
Yeah.
Somebody leads them to Christ. We baptize them. They end up in a small group.
Yeah.
They start learning and figuring out what the Bible is and reading their Bible. And there's the next 50, 100 years of their lives of growing spiritually in that, that last
And they
area.
meet that person who's on step 1 and walks with them.
And then they meet somebody who's step 1.
Exactly.
That's right.
Discipleship right there. Yeah.
So what Joel was saying is absolutely right. What we do, that's slow. Growing an oak tree takes a long time. Growing a zucchini takes a couple of weeks. So we're growing oak trees here.
Yeah. One of my favorite
in their faith.
One of my favorite sayings from Dallas Willard, I'd rather have a slow cooker faith than a microwaved faith.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites because he's like, don't call yourself a crock pot, but call yourself a slow cooker. Be a slow cooker church where all the flavors and everything takes time.
I love that.
It takes time to really soak in.
I love that.
Don't be a microwave church where we just pop it in and say, hey, 30 seconds later, and boom, because you feel the fuzzies, you're going to get cold again.
I love that. Thank you, Dallas.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah, love me some Dallas
That's
Willard.
really good.
Yeah.
So that's what we are, and that's what we're doing here. And I'm grateful for that. Let me just, in this church, to answer the question that came online.
Yeah.
That's exciting, seeing the crock pot, slow growth. But the faith is taking root in people, a deep root.
Yeah.
Versus the microwave came in, got a fuzzy. And I have to say it, I don't know who's listening to this, is that just going into a big worship service, getting a spiritual high, and I love worship and I love it all. I love it.
Yeah.
But, and then just walking away, I mean, that's really good. You get cold really quick.
You do. You absolutely do. You get that fried and you get cold. Yeah. And then you're waiting to get back. I need to be back in the microwave.
And I find, and no criticism here, just sorry you're getting my raw feeling and distant observation. And please call and correct me.
That's what the podcast is for.
Okay, excellent. But it's like we're going deep. And then they're going, well, you're making it easy on the Sunday morning and you're not deep. And I'm looking at what we are doing. I'm going, this is taking people deep, and we're creating a deep root system slowly.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we spent 2 hours doing an exegetical sermon that nobody understood, but that was deep.
That was deep.
And they walk away and didn't get a single thing, didn't apply anything. I'm sorry, I'll take our model all day long because it is slow, but it is taking somebody who doesn't know Jesus, find Jesus, and then growing deep in their faith and falling in love with the local church. And that takes time and work.
Yeah.
That to me is deep. Their roots are going deep in their hearts and in love with the local church. And when I say the local church, a gathering of people, the ecclesia, which is the body of Christ. So when we're connecting people to the body of Christ, we're connecting them to Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that we get criticized for not being deep.
Yeah, I mean, you get criticized for anything these days.
Yeah.
So somebody's, why do they use gratitude? It's supposed to be thankful. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Well, actually, that's come up too.
Thanksgiving is not gratitude.
It's not gratitude.
No, you're right. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's move to Christmas.
Yeah. Help me if you say Happy Christmas.
That's good.
Anywho, hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the Malibu Pacific Church podcast. Hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button right now so you get new episodes every single week. On top of that, share this podcast with somebody who needs to hear it, and share this past week's sermon with somebody who really needs to hear it. Just one text can change a life. With that said, we'll see you next week for an all-new episode. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, or hand gestures, please email them to me, Joel, Joel, at malibupacific.church. All right, everybody, have a great week. Until next time, bye.
Take care.